Today, I continue learning English with another clip from Friends, Chandler being the king of sarcasm. Uh, as you may know, Chandler is the most sarcastic in the cast, sarcastic one in the cast. Um, the way he is talking is so funny and always mean something or mean something exaggerate or uh, mean something opposite. So let's dive into the clip and learn. In today's lesson, you will learn how to spot and understand sarcasm in sitcom comedy series, short for situation comedy. The punchline is the phrase that wraps up, ends a joke. This is the phrase that when you hear it, you are supposed to laugh. What's the punchline in this joke? Knock, knock, who's there? We can who? We can do anything we want. So we can do anything we want is the punchline. The humor in this joke lies in the fact that weekend and weekend sound very similar. Those laughs, also known as canned laughter, indicate that something supposedly funny just happened or was said. Once you identify the punchline, try to make sense of the joke. In other words, try to understand it. This is so hard. I can't decide between lamb or duck. Lamb is both a baby sheep and the meat people eat from this animal. Notice the B at the end is silent. We don't pronounce it. I can't decide between lamb or duck. Other common examples of words with a silent B are lambs, clam, tum, bomb, num. In other words, she's responsible for the food that will be served at the reception. Lambs are scarier, or the movie would have been called Silence of the Ducks. Chandler is referencing the movie Silence of the Lambs, a 1991 thriller about police detective who gets help from one serial killer, Dr. Hannibal Lecter, to catch another serial killer, Buffalo Bill. This is a really scary movie. Choose a phrase that has the punchline. A. We've only got 12 hours and 36 minutes left. B. Move, move, move. C. I feel like you should have German subtitles. I feel like you should have German subtitles is the punchline. Chandler says this is because Monica seems like a Sherman chill sergeant. Sergeant. Sergeant is Sergeant. Sergeant, this might be due to an American stereotype of Germans being punctual, direct, and intense. What do you think of my daughter in the apron with the big job? Apron with the big job? If you didn't pour the coffee, no one would have anything to drink. Pour the coffee. This is an apron people usually wear it when cooking or cleaning the house. To pour a drink means to fill a cup of a glass with it. Pour a drink. Pour a drink. Rachel works as a waitress at a coffee shop, so her main job is pouring people coffee. A common phrase you can use is to pour someone a drink. Believe me, sometimes that happens. Maybe you are not used to kissing men. Maybe you tense up a little bit. This is a great structure for you to learn about to be plus used to plus ing. When Monica says maybe you are not used to kissing men, she means that Joey doesn't have the habit of kissing men. When you're used to doing something, you do it frequently. What's the difference between these two sentences? I used to read books in the morning. I'm used to reading books in the morning. I used to read books in the morning. I used to read books in the morning. In the first sentence, you had the habit of reading in the morning, but you probably don't do it anymore. This is a past habit. I'm used to reading books in the morning. In the second sentence, you have the habit of reading books in the morning, and this is something that is part of your present routine. Also remember that when you use the sentence to be plus used to plus ing, the verb after used to must be in the ing form. However, if you want to express a past habit, you don't use the verb to be before used to. In that case, the verb that follows used to must be in the infinitive form. I used to A. Go. B. Going to the beach. So I used to go to the beach. She's used to A. Watch. B. Watching TV at night. She's used to watching TV at night. We are used to A. Working. B. Work on the weekends. We are used to working on the weekends. Maybe you tense up a little. When you tense up, you feel nervous and can perform well. He got on tense up before giving his presentation. What is the antonym opposite of tense up? A. Decompress. B. Loosen up. C. Unwind. So all of them, decompress, loosen up, unwind, are the opposite of tense up. All these are correct. To decompress, loosen up, and unwind all means to relax. Over my dead body. You can say over my dead body when you strongly refuse to do something. It basically means that the only way you would do what the other person is asking you to do would be if you were dead. And I'll be using his dead body as a shield. A shield is a broad piece of metal that was used by soldiers in war a long time ago. The main purpose of the shield was to protect the soldiers from the enemy's attacks. If you use something as a shield, you use it to protect yourself from something potentially dangerous. You can also use someone as a human shield. In that case, the person will protect you or block any attacks against you, just like a bodyguard would. Give Rachel another chance to dress up like Princess Bubblegum. Again, in order for you to understand this joke, you need to know what bubblegum is. Bubblegum is a brand of bubblegum marketed by the Hershey Company, which was introduced in the mid-70s. Rachel is dressed to go to a wedding. This joke is funny because Rachel's pink dress makes her look like a giant piece of bubblegum. Did you know that when Fun fact, did you know that when Leonardo DiCaprio was a kid, he did a commercial for bubble gum. I'm sorry, we don't have your sheep. Rachel's dress and hat made her look like a shepherdess. Shepherdes. Shepherdess. A shepherdess is a woman who takes care of sheep. A famous character who is a shepherdess is Betty from Toy Story. This might also be a reference to the children's story Little Bo Peep. Over time, humor in sitcoms like Friends will refer to things Americans grew up with as children. If you didn't grow up in the USA, it can be easier for jokes like this to go over your head. So go over your head for you to not understand them. Okay, that's it.